Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe. Let the happiness take you in.
Good morning, everybody. We got a depressed hillbilly. He's very depressed. Yeah, he thinks he's a Sith Lord with a lot of emotional issues and anxiety.
I'm crying over a picture that was sent to my phone.
Crying over a picture I sent to your phone. Why are you crying?
It was something I wanted, but I didn't get.
Right? Oh, that's funny. You gotta cry. You gotta cry. No, don't cry. Don't be emotional over a card. Oh man, that was crazy. Good morning, Lone Wolf.
Oh!
Hey, Lone Wolf, check it out. We got Hellwheeler here. Hellwheeler chilling like a villain with the kitties.
Always? And how dare you call me a villain with the kiddies? Of course I'm not a villain. I am an angel. Look at these two angelic kiddies. They would not be mean at all. How dare you?
Look. It's a fact. In most movies, villains have cats.
Yep.
Well, they do make good things to stroke while you're looking ominous and saying out your deep plan. That's not the kiddies' fault. The kiddies are not evil.
That reminds me of this old movie I had seen. I cannot remember the name of it, but it was about these cat people. And they would morph into these cat people and kill people. And that's how they survived. And their weakness was actually cats. If the cat scratched them, they would die.
Oh, interesting. That's a
I
weird
remember the name of that movie.
It's an interesting death there. I thought, the cat would scratch them and then they'd just be too busy trying to play with the other cat, like kind of a catnip effect.
Right?
But hey, you go with the cat scratches them and they die. I mean, I think it's coming out there's a movie which is based on, it's like a zombie movie.
Yep.
Except instead of zombies, it's cats. So you get turned into a cat and you can't stroke or touch any of these cats because if you touch or get scratched by the cat, you turn into a cat. Yeah. So the whole world is turned into cats.
These people, they were like worshipped back in the older days with the Egypt, with the Egyptians.
Yeah.
They were worshipped.
The Egyptians knew how to respect cats, apart from when they then buried them with their owner.
I wish I remember the name of that movie.
That's a strange concept. Werecats. Meow.
But it's a horror movie, and it's pretty good, actually.
Well, is it a cute, innocent cat for like majority of the month, and then turns into like a giant version of the cat when it hits wear month, the wear cycle, or does it turn into a wolf?
I mean, they were turned into cats, but they walked on two legs and everything, though. But their whole face would morph into a cat's.
Intriguing. Maybe I'll have to look this up and add it to my list of American recommended movies.
Sounds perfect.
I wish I knew the name of that movie.
Well,
it's been so long since I've seen it.
Well, it's not too hard.
I mean, I would know the name of it if I heard it.
Sleepwalkers?
That's it. That's it. Sleepwalkers.
Oh, right. Well, I'll find that one and add that to my list then.
That was a simple Google search right there.
My Google search was coming up with cat people.
Why? Well, I typed in a movie about cat people who died by cat scratches, and it's like Sleepwalkers.
Ah, see, I typed in werecat movies. See where I went wrong.
No, that's it. Sleepwalkers. I knew the name of it. I just couldn't get it to come out.
That's funny. That's funny, everybody. Think about
That's what she said. That was funny.
Oh, of course. It's a Stephen King one.
Yep.
You should have said it was a Stephen King. At least now we all have an idea what we're going to be in store for.
Yeah. Cat people. It's like the other version of Cujo, but with cats.
Yeah. But it's a great movie. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's one of his best because Stephen King's known to make very scary movies. Sleepwalkers ain't that scary.
I don't think Stephen King's ever made a movie. To be honest with you, there's other people who made movies about Stephen King books.
Yeah.
Clarify that for chat. Hello, chat. How are you doing, chat? Chatty chat. Check it out. Say hello in the chat section. I see there's a grip of you, and we are excited to have you here. Now, there is a card of the day. I forgot to upload. Yeah. Well, Hillbilly kind of has an idea of the card.
Yeah. Probably the card I was crying about when we started.
Right. Right. I'll tell you what, on this card, it looks pretty, but in real person, the artwork looks tiny. But it's Elspeth Stormslayer. Elspeth Stormslayer. It's the card of the day. Magic has made a really good card. 5 mana, 5 loyalty planeswalker. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. You +1, you create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. But with this card out, that's 2 1/1 soldier creature tokens.
Yeah.
Her 0 ability puts a +1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until your next turn. Right? Flying until your next turn. So that means during your opponent's turn, they have flying.
Mm-hmm.
She has -3. You destroy target creature and opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. This card is loaded with amazing abilities.
Oh, yeah. It's a great planeswalker.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, both planeswalkers from Tarkir, Dragonstorm,
Right?
are powerful.
Mm-hmm.
This is powerful in itself just because it makes the board go wide real quick if you're doing the token strategy. Ugin, he's good because every time when he comes on battlefield, he exiles something. And then every time you play a colorless spell, he exiles something else.
Right.
That has a color.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Both of them are very strong.
They are very strong. I'd like an Ugin for my Eldrazi deck. Seems legit.
I'd like a Ugin and a Eldrazi deck to go with it.
I need some better Eldrazi's for my Eldrazi deck, but yeah. Elspeth Stormslayer is the card of the day because she is the main topic of the day. This is the Magic the Gathering trade that almost happened. This card is like $40 right now.
Ooh.
Like on Card Kingdom, like $45. On CCG Player, like $40. And someone tried trading me this card for a 96-cent card.
What?
Yeah, legitimately. they pulled 2 of these. They pulled a Ghostfire version and a regular Elspeth.
Ooh.
And I joked around how I wanted one of these because he had a card out. I'm like, I want that card, and I'm just joking. He's like, I'll trade it to you. I'm like, no, you can't trade it to me for 96 cents. I says, if you're gonna trade it to me, you might as well take this Atraxa over here. It is worth $27, and the Sword of Dungeons and Dragons, which is like 16. It says, at least make the trade fair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I don't want him walking away later on. So I just got a 96-cent card for a $40 card.
Right.
And I would want him feeling salty about trading a powerful card.
Yeah.
I am. This is ridiculous, everybody. Ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
A Hellwheeler with no face. That's scary.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is.
But yeah, check this out. So I got a doubling season.
Oh my God. No.
You got doubling season yourself.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But I see where you're going with this now. I don't like it. Too strong. Oh my God.
Lives.
I think I got that card too.
Got a Mondrak Glory Dominus.
Oh Lord.
Oh, it gets more ridiculous. Because I got a
my God.
Deepest Foundation.
Dang. I see where you're going.
Anointed Procession.
Oh my gosh.
All in one deck. And now I got Elspeth Stormslayer. To add to that collection.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I made a section in the Discord yesterday just for Lone Wolf mostly.
Mm-hmm. Kevin G's like, maybe trade the 56 card and the Atraxa. Well, I traded several cards to make it fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
I don't blame you there. I would have done the same.
Lone Wolf's like, I need to get a doubling season to complete the enchantment doublers. Yeah. Doubling season is not horribly too expensive at the moment compared to, well, I could be wrong. Could have gone up.
When I bought a box, of Tarkir Dragonstorm, and I was hoping to pull either a Ugin or a Elspeth.
Mm-hmm.
But the box didn't have neither one of them in it.
Mm-hmm. A doubling season is like $35. This is more expensive than I thought it would be at the moment.
Yeah.
Because maybe he really wanted a cheap card. Well, the guy was trying to be nice, and he wanted the cheap card, but I don't want him to walk away with something very low in value.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I'd feel bad if I got that card and had cheap cards to trade. I'd feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want him to go down the line thinking I got a 96 card for $40.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
So I wanted to make the values equal as possible, as even as possible. Because I didn't have too much to trade. Oh, we got a momentary visitor. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
I
almost didn't recognize you without your jacket.
Indeed, I am indeed partially dressed. Well, maybe we don't want to go there. Anyhow, yes, I am without my jacket, but I just thought I'd pop in and say hi to everybody and see how things are going.
Yeah. So
Maybe you need to sort your green screen out so that there's a hanger in the background that just has your jacket hanging on it. That way, although you're not wearing your jacket still exists somewhere in the scene.
That's true. That's true.
You know what you need to do? You need to get a prop plastic hook. Like a hook that comes up and plastic and has a tube in it.
Right.
And have it set by your jacket and a bucket underneath it and have like a Kool-Aid or something pumping through it so it looks like it's dripping blood.
Oh, yikes.
Tibalts apprentice.
Actually, what I should do is I should just do a little green screen thing so I can put the jacket up in front of me.
Right.
So it looks like I'm always wearing it.
Yeah. What is it? No, I'm just saying give him the cheap card he wanted and the other cards to make up the difference. I did. I did give him the other cards to make up the difference. Yes. And he got the card he wanted. I just don't want him walking away with a cheap card. My cat is up to no good today.
Tortoise traded for a Elspeth.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the deal. That was the deal. Like I have a deck I've been working on for years, and some cards I pulled and some cards I like pulled out of packs. But look at this. Look at that.
Ooh. Nice.
But it gets nastier because look at that.
Ah.
Then I got ooh.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's more.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to play anymore.
Evil.
That's quite a cool looking art.
Yeah. Then I got Parallel Lives and a doubling season.
Nice.
So I'm set up to play against
5. Break the 5.
for this enchantment deck that I have that I've been working on for years.
Okay.
Because the point is to make token angels.
Right.
Ah.
And this is one of Hillbilly's favorite decks where he loves paying the mana to attack me.
I told you to
But you
break
just
the
make
5.
it too expensive, huh?
Well, luckily, like the deck is expensive because of all his cards.
Right.
But I haven't spent as much as these cards are worth on the deck.
It's a good way to go.
Mm.
So
Like
if you
some of these
traded
are
for most
practicals.
of them, or
Like this was actually legitimately given to me by a friend.
okay.
Same with Parallel Lives. They came in the same deck.
Ah.
Like he gave me his collection when he momentarily quit Magic. Then doubling season, I pulled out of a pack.
Nice.
So that's on YouTube. I bought Mondrak when it was worth $7,
Good call.
and I pulled Ordre Tag out of a pack.
Nice.
So I got lucky, and I had a friend who tried trading me this card for 96 cents,
Wow.
and I just wouldn't let him do it. I wouldn't let him do it. So
Nice.
like because I wanted like this person kind of I feel like needed to feel like he was worth value in the trade, so I wanted to make sure he had the value in the trade. You know, I wanted him to feel fair, and I want him to go down later down the road not thinking he got gypped out of a deal, no matter how excited he was for the new card he got, because he's building an assassin's deck and he just wanted a simple Thraximundar.
Ah. So that's one thing that I have never, ever, ever been comfortable with, and that is trading cards, trading them. I never, it's just not in my blood. Like I'll buy cards, but I don't ever feel comfortable about trading. Before I go any further though, I'm going to say, Hillbilly, what we need to get is harmonic convergence. Okay. So everybody at the table also plays harmonic convergence. So he puts all of his enchantments back on top of his library in the order that he chooses.
Harmonic convergence. You could probably find that card on his shop.
You may or may not. It's an older card, but it's definitely worth its weight, and not just against you, Super Fast, but for anybody that plays enchantments. It's a handy little card because bouncing those back to the top of their deck not only denies them the cards, it's not only a board wipe, which is of course sweet, it denies card draw for the next X turns, because if they want to keep those things, they have to stack their draws accordingly.
Right. And what is it? Kevin G says, yeah, he was testing how shady you was, SFD. Right, shady. I agree with you. I never trade with a kid or something doesn't feel right about that. Yeah, I won't trade with a kid unless their parents are there to negotiate for them.
Exactly.
I need a parent to negotiate for me too, because I'm just no good at it.
I mean, I don't mind trading with a kid as long as their parent is there, because I want, I want to be fair. And some people just will trade just for a card that they just want.
Right.
And just like me, I don't care about money value. If I see a cheap card, I don't care about the value. I'll just trade for it.
That's what this guy was saying. He says, I don't care about the value. And I'm like, dude, he literally just bought a collector box. And I'm like, you want to recoup some of that money.
Definitely.
Because he pulled a Ghostfire Elspeth too, which probably would have traded me if I wanted it. And I'm like, no, I'm going to be as fair as possible here.
Sorry about that.
I'm doing a Super Fast Tortoise test really quick.
But yeah, I mean, if I want a card, I'm just going to trade for it.
Right.
But I'm not going to trade a kid unless their parent is there. That way, I can make sure they get the value. I'll take their card. I'll scan it. I'll scan my card to show them the money value in the cards to see what's fair and what ain't fair.
Right.
And try to make it fair.
Try to make it. Yeah, you definitely want to make it fair. You want to have a good trade, good experience, and you want your reputation to be solidified by point of reference. When someone talks about you with trading, like you give them a good deal or something, or right. You try not to just take advantage of them. Because I was almost panicking. Like, you want to trade this for a 96-cent card on TCG Player? Yeah, no. And then if I didn't on top of that, if I didn't do the right thing, I'd have hell to pay with the wife and everybody else and whatnot. No, I wasn't going to do it. All right, let's do the tortoise test. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 board wipes in this deck I'm building.
Nice.
Oh, Lord.
I don't think it's enough.
I know it ain't.
This deck has a cyclonic rift in it.
Nice.
Got from a friend a long time ago.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I don't mind giving a kid a card or not, but I mean, it's if they really want the card and they're just getting into Magic. I don't mind helping them out by giving them a card or two.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
Man, if a kid really wanted a card, I have that I don't need. I'll just give them that card. And the guy I traded was not a kid though. I don't know if made it today. Hans, what's up?
What, Hans?
William Claybrook. Just give him the card.
What's up, William?
Cyclonic rifting. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. William's telling you give me that card there, Tortoise.
So I'm going to get rid of my Charger and my track card and getting my Dream card, 2012 Stardate.
Nice.
Charger? Nice. I don't know what that. I don't know. SRT8. Okay. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Get the car you want. The dreams, they follow.
Yep.
And you know where you can find some cool cards. I don't know what cards you can find on there unless you go check, but you can go to Tibalts Apprentice professional TCG shop. Linked in the description below. Yeah.
Thank you. I added some secret lair stuff. I had a Chucky secret lair that I threw in there. I threw in the secret lair for Thunder Junction.
Oh, yeah?
And also for the anime cards. There's some anime cards. I cannot pronounce the author's name, but the Japanese horror author or artist. So I got those in there too.
Right.
But I'm, like I said, trading is always something that's been a mystery to me. So, Hillbilly, you said you don't trade based on value. You trade on just the card itself.
Yep.
I've always had a problem separating the money from the cards, because I sell cards. No.
Right.
Even before that, though, like I always had a problem with the monetary value. And so a lot of times, like you said there in the comments and stuff, is like I would just give a card away. I would feel better about giving the card away than trading for it. I don't know, man. That just always rubs me the wrong way. But that's with everything. It's not just trading cards.
Yeah.
It's any trades.
Yeah. Everybody trades differently. Some people trade for money value. Some people just trade for wants.
Well, normally I trade for playability value. I look for things that I can play that I know would be good, and usually I'm on the end of I don't care if I lose out like on 50 cents or $1 or something when in a trade for the card I want. But this was just a complete opposite spectrum this time around because I want the deck to be playable more than the value of the card.
Yep.
Right.
Oh.
I guess what you're saying, Tortoise, I would trade $1 card for a 50-cent card any day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The boss.
Yeah, I'm losing out 50 cents, but if it's for a card that I need, then I don't mind doing it.
Yeah. The boss is a scavenger regent in his shop. That is a card I want. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. I'm checking out his shop right now to see if he has good stuff. Look, you got Nature's Lore. That's pretty spicy.
Yeah, I might check the
So
shop
he
out
did
later.
have good stuff, but because you're checking out the shop now, you're buying everything, so there isn't any good stuff left in it.
I don't have money to buy anything right now, but it doesn't help. It doesn't stop me in the future to be like, hey, if I get money to buy cards, I know where I can go.
You know where you can go. You can always put an order in and stuff. Have cards set aside. I need to expand to do more plans like layaway plans and stuff there.
Oh, he does not have a Call of Spirit Dragon. No. Oh my lord, that's not even that's a Pokemon card in your store.
I do have some Pokemon. I've got Pokemon, a couple of Pokemon, and a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Not a lot, because I'm not into those as much as I am to Magic.
Right.
But,
I'm glad you didn't say Loracana.
If I find a Stitch card, I know where that goes.
Well, everybody
on that in a heartbeat.
Everybody has the Dival Arbiter of Virtue. That's a good card. $2. I think Tibalt's scamming himself on these prices. I mean, I think he's worth a couple more bucks.
Maybe not. I don't know. Some of the cards I have in there that I know are lower, I still put like at like 175, only because like I still need to make shipping and everything else or whatever. But there's some other ones that are good. I try to do market price on them or whatever.
Yeah, see, Dival's one of the cards I want to get for my Dragon deck. Oh my lord, Tibalt is ranking around. He has a few good cards. What is this? A Prenation full art? Nice. Jeez, he's rolling with some of the cool cards here, everybody. I mean, I don't mean to chill out his little page channel here, but his little shop. I could check it out.
I appreciate it, but I should be instead putting those in my decks. Is what I should be doing. I shouldn't be putting those in the store. I could win a lot more games that way.
You sound like an 80s sales agent on a commercial. Says, yeah, we're selling stuff for too cheap prices. What are we thinking?
I'm crazy. Yeah.
What is it? I would do the trade where I always take a little. You're right. I'm always that person. Usually, he's the one who takes a little bit of hit, but this time, he's the one that took a little bit of a hit. But I made sure he got.
It sounded like he was trying to take a big hit there.
Well, I think he was just trying to be nice, but I didn't want him to do the nice thing. I wanted to do the right thing.
Right.
You know.
There's a difference between doing the right thing and the nice thing.
Right. Says I personally just hand people a card before we would have a more moral and ethical debate over what the card is worth. It wasn't crazy when people would argue over 50 cents, right?
Mhm.
That's kind of where I came up with the idea of like, I don't care if I lose a little bit.
Right.
So
And someone wants to argue over 50 cents. I'm out of here.
50 cents. Xavier, if I can play an unoptimized version of the deck and it does what it's supposed to, then I'm fine with playing 2K on cards. Not paying 2K on cards. That's right.
Yeah.
Alone while still needing a call spirit, right? Yeah. Yeah. But today I'm going to the local game store, not to buy things, but with my little 50-cent trades, I'm gonna go through a friend's binder, see what I can pull off today.
Cool.
Because I want to upgrade the dragon deck. The dragon deck actually played nice last night. Like, it didn't play amazing, but me and my friend Luke, that's his first name. I'm not going to give any other names. He and I were playing some amazing games last night. Like, there was 3 of us playing. One guy was there who did the trade, but me and my friend, we had the top tier decks and we were fighting each other. In the first game, we were so focused on each other that we weren't paying attention to third party over here building up his board state with dinosaurs. That he built got a dinosaur. He got the Ravenous Tyrannosaurus Rex, which when it comes to play, devour 3 and you sacrifice a creature. We got this big 30-30 dinosaur out. Then he played like Chandra's Ignition, where he did 30 damage to each opponent.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right, Hans, have a good one. And there you go. Happy ladies.
Hey, Hans.
Happy Easter. When you build your trade binder, do you build it with any theme to it? Or do you just like grab everything that you think people will want? Or do you just like get a dollar amount for the cards that you put in there?
Well, to be honest with you, almost everything in my binder costs less than $1, so I just shove anything in there that someone might take. I used to have money cards in my binder, then I did a massive trade deal with the store around here to get cards for a deck I was building at the time, which was Kalia. Then I had a few good cards like that Atraxa that I traded. This is a Atraxa I actually won off YouTube a long time ago, and I like that was like my biggest card. It was like $30 ish, like $27 on Card Kingdom, like something around that on TC. And I threw that in trade. I'm like, dude, if you're gonna make this deal, you should take this. Get some of your money back. Then he was looking through my cards and he found a sort of Dungeons and Dragons, and that was foil, and that's like $16-17. I'm like, you can take that too to add to that trade. And I'm like, don't short yourself out. Trust me. You want a good deal. You want a fair deal. Because if he plays that Thraximundar and doesn't like it for some reason, he's going to feel even worse. But now you got some trade value out of it, that if he wants to trade in some cards for his assassin deck he wants to build, he can do it. Bye, Hans. Have a good day. Hans, have a good day after work. Yeah.
Nice.
That's right. Then I'm buying a booster pack for a certain card is better than a single, because you get the feeling of anticipation and wonder as you open what could the card or the dud. What could the card be, or would it be a dud? I love it. I like opening packs, don't be wrong. But if I have like $100 for packs or $100 for singles, when I can guarantee I get the singles in that $100, $100 is just the amount. I'm just saying, I don't usually have that kind of money to spend.
Right.
I'm going to buy the singles so I get the cards for decks, so I don't have to build. Because if I buy packs, and I love opening packs, don't be wrong. If I buy packs to open, and I get cards I don't have a deck for, that are not worth a lot of trade value to trade in, and can't get the cards I want, I feel like no, I didn't waste my money, but I'm kind of stuck with these cards until I can get rid of them. It's just a thing. Like I just have to have the cards. I'm more of a deck builder player than I am a collector of opening fine cardboard singles out of packs.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is like, how many decks are you up to at this point?
13.
13. How about you, Hillbilly?
How many decks? Probably about 6 or 7 right now. I've dismantled a couple of decks that I've had.
Out of those, well, I'm wrong. I have 14 decks right now.
Oof.
Okay.
Which one of the decks is my 1,000 subscriber giveaway deck?
Ah, nice.
The mini, yeah. Gonna show that a little, but yeah, that's one of the decks because I play that deck every once in a while too. You know, bracket 2 fun.
Okay.
You know,
and
it's
most
one of the
of your
decks
decks bracket 2?
Most of my decks are bracket 2.
Yeah.
A couple of my decks are bracket 3.
That's
but
where most of mine are too.
Yeah, I usually play my bracket 2 decks most of the time because I know Hillbilly likes to get excited to play 36 mana to attack me.
Nice. And how is that bracket system working for everybody so far?
The more I understand it my way, I think I'm looking at it, it's pretty good. Bracket 2 is like strong as a basic precon. Bracket 3 is an upgraded precon and higher. Bracket 4 means the deck's really advanced.
I'm not liking it.
No? You like the 1 to 10 basic?
Yeah,
count?
because they don't take synergy and how much synergy a deck has. They don't count for that. That's why I don't like the bracket.
I don't know. I guess that's your opinion there because I am enjoying the bracket system because I think it clarifies vaguely what you want. Like, and I say clarifies vaguely because it clarifies a commander deck, like a basic commander deck, like your cheap commander deck is a bracket 2.
Mm-hmm.
If it has at least like 5 upgraded cards, it starts pushing to a bracket 3. Bracket 3 is like a commander deck, but works way better than a commander deck because it has more synergy following it.
The thing that the bracket system did for me was gave me an excuse to play my more powerful decks, what I feel are my most powerful decks, because according to the bracket system, they're not that powerful. But like Hillbilly said, it's the synergy in those decks, because I would have not brought this deck out because to me, knowing the synergy in it, it felt very powerful. Now I feel justified, I guess, in saying, well, this is only a bracket 2 deck.
Right. Lone says I think about pushing the 15, 20-inch decks. Woof. Woof.
Now, I myself think it should go back the way it was before they even came up with the bracket system.
The bracket system is I think the bracket system is better.
I think I'm gonna fall somewhere in between there then and say that it's a combination of both. I haven't had a chance again since we moved. I have yet to go to my local LGS. I'm hoping to do that either tonight or this Friday. Cool. But when I go, I plan to do a hybrid of both or whatever. Just say, hey, I'm playing a bracket 2 deck. If it's the old system, this would have been like a 7.
Right. See, the bracket system does something the power level system didn't do, and that's bring up conversation of your deck.
Yeah, gives it an easy way to get a conversation started, I think. Yeah.
Like my dragon deck is a bracket 2 deck, but when I talk about it, I'm like, it's bracket 2, but I can consider it bracket 3 because there's a little LD in the deck, which I know Tibalt's a fan of.
Yes. Especially when somebody takes all my lands out of the game.
So what would the commander deck look like if you all built one together? That'd be interesting.
It would be.
That'd have to be a whole video live on its own, planned out.
Yeah.
So make sure to hit that subscribe button. So if we do it, you'll be notified when we go live.
Oh yeah. That might happen. And you never know, that might happen one of these days.
Yeah, I picture it being a half land or a quarter land destruction, half of board wipes, and then the other quarter is like Hillbilly's sanguinate exquisite bond. Killer combos for the rest of it.
That should be a channel giveaway.
Question.
What's up?
All right. About Kevin G just saying this, it should be a channel giveaway. Are y'all wanting a 3-person commander deck made and be given away? That's what y'all are wanting. That could happen one of these days. But in order to find out, in order to find out, you'd have to be a subscriber and a member of Discord.
But yeah, because Hillbilly's working on a giveaway right now.
Yeah, I am. I've been trying to get. I'm just having a hard time getting it together, but I am trying to work on a giveaway.
Let's see. They each make a same colored 25 cards commander deck and mix it. Look. Here's what I'd do. If we built a deck together, I'd break it into who does what. Right? We would find the color of the commander we want. Right? Who's our commander type thing. Then I'll put someone in charge in the draw, someone in charge of the removal, and someone in charge of the mana fixing, and see what we come up with.
Yeah.
Then when we do that, we'll figure out the cards we want in the deck. Yep. And you don't just put in the staples that people are like, this is $60 Cyclonic Rift. No. Like if Tibalt was in charge of the removal, I'm like him and his wife, I believe would, and I have to bring your wife into this. Right? Like because there's an interesting output because like we all have different tastes, different styles of cards we like.
I have a problem with signing cards. However, I will sign a land card, but sign an actual Magic card, I have issues with that. Because, you sign a card, it kind of ruins the value.
Well, it's not about the value of the card at that point. If you sign the card, it's about the person who signed it. Right.
But that's also the reason why I'd rather sign a land card instead of an actual Magic card.
Right? Subscribe, people.
That's just me.
Right. Look, if we all work together for a giveaway, we'd have to find a way to kind of fund Tibalt. But here's an idea, right? What if we got the funds and actually built a deck off of Tibalt's website?
That would be interesting. What I was actually going to say was that I would be wanting to try to find, despite me selling cards, I would be trying to find the budget versions or unique things. Just in your example of finding different things, say I was to be finding the board wipes, I would try to find the cheapest and most unique, but still effective board wipes.
Right. And on top of that, like we're really good at, I know I'm really good at doing cheap stuff because like my dragon deck's mana base is off cheap lands and pretty good lands I got for a deal, and I had some lands, but my mana fixing's on par where I've never played a game where I couldn't get my mana fixed.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's off budget.
We'll have to talk about this because this would definitely be a challenge that I would be up to help in any way that I could. Yeah.
Okay, sign your favorite card, then put it in the deck. That's right.
There you go.
Well,
that'd be like 3 or 4 different cards.
That'd be an interesting collaboration in the future because someone would have to receive the cards that we put in the deck.
Yep.
And someone would have to be in charge of getting rid of the deck. So
right.
So Fantasyland, fun idea.
Definitely a good idea.
Right, fun idea.
We can make something work, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. But it is a good idea. Interesting.
Yes, it'd be called the creep bracket. No kidding.
You shouldn't think about value since most cards are bulk cards. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Xavier, signing your cards about sending a message. That's right. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat.
Yep.
Anyways, that idea has got me my brain stewing a little bit, but I got to relax off the idea because I don't want to get bipolar over that idea. But anyways, so I'm going to the local store tonight, the local card game store tonight, to do some trades with some friends, if possible. So I won't be going live tonight that I know of because I don't know how long I'm going to be gone.
Okay.
So, but if I do come home in time tonight, maybe I'll go over my dragon deck because my dragon deck is pretty bracket 2. It's really bracket 2, but it's pretty fire for what it is. I just need some upgrades, and my hope is to possibly trade for cards I need for the dragon deck. Because like the guy I traded for the Elspeth for had all the Tarkir cards I needed except for Dracogenesis. Wow. He was willing to trade them to me, but the trade ended up becoming about Elspeth.
I'm sure we can agree on color combo. My favorite colors in Magic is actually black and green. What's yours, Taurus?
Blue-green.
Blue-green? What about yours, Tybalt?
I was going to say Wooburg, but I misspelled it. But if I can make any color work, so I would acquiesce to whoever wanted to pick the colors and go from there.
Right.
So that'd be a 3-color deck.
A child of Alara.
Black. Oh, child of Alara.
Yeah. But that'd be a 3-color deck.
Yeah.
Child of Alara?
No, he's saying this. If I chose, what did you choose? What were your colors?
Blue-green.
Blue-green, and yours was
blue-black.
Blue-black?
Oh, green-black. I'm sorry.
Green-black.
So I think you said blue-green.
I said blue-green. You said green-black.
I said green-black.
Yeah. So that's
I'd say red-black.
3 colors.
And you said red-black. So that's 4 colors.
Who said red-black?
I'll say red-black.
Oh, okay. 4-color deck then.
But if we did Child of Alara, we know how many board wipes you could shove in that deck. So what do you do? What if we did a poll on which commander you'd use during one of these games, right? We like if we were to do this, we'd definitely make a community. You'd have to follow all 3 of our channels to understand. So just in case we do ever get there, in the description is a link to their channels, but also in chat.
Yep, because Taurus would do a part of it, Tip-Op would do a part of it, and I'd do a part of it, and whoever else jumped on the bandwagon do a part of it too.
Right, because it's honestly all a numbers game. We got to know what kind of stuff we're running the deck, how many spaces we're using. It sounds easy, but I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more complicated when 3 people are working on one deck from 3 entirely different locations in the United States of America, people.
Yeah. That's just 3 of us, and you never know if there's going to be a 4th or 5th person in this also.
But I just know HILLBILLY is going to try to get me to put the Elspeth in the deck so I don't have it.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. And I definitely I think one card we'd probably put in the deck would be unexpected results. Probably. I don't know. Enough about that. But what time it is though? It's about a minute early, but we are at the time frame where we're gonna hit
that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we game. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Well, right, everybody. Poor Hellwheeler. She's been such a silent person today.
So quiet.
So quiet.
Well, sometimes I can get enough enjoyment just listening to you guys nattering about and bouncing back and forth with each other. I go, oh, this is a good point to say something. No, actually, they've got it covered.
Well, I just don't want you to think we forget about you.
Oh, no, you're just letting me be the true cat I am. And that is sit back and relax and watch.
Yeah, you just lie
And
in
then
the
when it deems important enough, when it's got enough energy for a cat to bother moving.
Right.
Then,
You just lie on the floor where the window's cracked and the sunlight hits a
Precisely.
specific spot. Yeah.
and then when there's, you're not quite managing to get it or whatever, then I'll pop in and make sure that you guys know. Yeah, cat ruling here.
Still here.
Exactly.
Nice.
Ooh, Lone Wolf is now following you on YouTube. Tibalt. Lone Wolf.
Nice. Thank
Lone
you.
Wolf is getting less lonely now with all these channels.
Kev G said, yeah, you guys talked too much about MTG, not enough about cats.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
You got a
More
commander
cat
team
talk.
with cats for Hellwheeler. That's right.
Yes, I do. If I ever did make another deck again, it would definitely be a cat themed deck.
Yeah.
Maybe with a bit of Godzilla. Because Godzilla match, he's just basically a giant kitty Godzilla.
He looks like a cat in some of those for sure.
Oh,
He just wants some scratchies, and then he'll be happy.
Xavier's sending a wink your way, Hellwheeler.
Thank you very much.
All right, but anyways, we need to start rolling out and getting to the shill section. So we're going to start with the kitty in a chair. There we go. Shill yourself
Starting
out.
with me. Woo! All right, it is Monday, which means tonight it is Procrasticraft. So that will be me and KJ having a wander around there. I know we had a new streamer join the server recently. I don't know whether they'll be online. If so, then we'll give them a little wander around and show the world to them before we set them off on their way to do their own stuff and probably never see us again. This is how the children of the Procrasticraft server goes. We say hello to them as they enter, and then we never see them again.
All right. Well,
fun will be had.
Fun will be had. You need to set up traps like in Saw, where people come into your Discord and all of a sudden they're trapped and you got to make a choice.
Well, there used to be traps in the Procrasticraft. That was when Kaz was more regularly reappearing. However, since he's had to be a bit more adulty, we have been fairly safe of it. I say that I'm going to touch some wood because I say that, and now I'm going to end up going on Procrasticraft later, and he'll have set up some giant trap for me. Touch wood. Touch wood. We've been quite safe lately.
Kaz. Set up trap. All right, now let's get to Tibalt.
Indeed. Well, thanks as always for having me. I didn't know that I was going to be on here, and thanks for letting me crash. I didn't mean to take anything over, so I'm sorry if I did, but always happy to talk to you guys. Hoping to do it even more. I am now in Arizona, which means at some point here, we'll be putting out some more content on both Instagram and on YouTube.
Cool.
In the meantime, you can catch me at either of those places. If you're looking for magic cards, shop local. And if you can't shop local, then come see me. Go to Dark Ritual on TCG Player, my TCG Player Pro Store, and maybe I'll have something there you're looking for. And in the meantime, what I'm excited about is getting super fast to 1,000 subscribers and being able to give away that deck of his.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Give away a deck. And in chat, if you want to check out his store, because I made him a link in this thing, exclamation mark Mad Saxon. If you type that in chat, it'll pop up your store whenever you're in. Look, I even put a little devil face in the little
I see that. Little Tybalt grin in there.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Now we got to roll over on to the Hillbilly section.
Hey, I'm talking about the devil. Don't play against Tybalt because his wife You want to mix this? How dare you play with evil that? Anyway, enough of that. 2 o'clock center time. Today, I will be doing arena, trying to climb the ladder with a sweet, sweet deck that was made by one of my viewers that goes by White Rabbit. And it was such a great deck. We'll run it again, try to climb the ladder with it. And anyway, that's what we got planned for this afternoon. Other than that, all I got planned for today.
All right.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. And I want to thank you for subscribing today. Yes, you subscribed today. And I think it's awesome. Thank you for pushing me up to 935. You rock, you roll. But anyways, if I do go live tonight, it means I got home from the store earlier than expected. And if I'm lucky enough, I'll be updating my dragon deck. But we'll see. We'll see. I want to do this, and we'll talk about more because one of the things I want to be able to do is start recording MTG3. Yes, and I might start. My goal is to not do the the Orzhov one right now without Tibalt, because Tibalt wants to do something together about that. But but I do want to start listing off cards I like, from sets. I want to get back to that. So check it out. We're gonna go raw, have fun, and Pikachu agrees. So let's have fun with that. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for hanging out on the show. Tibalt, or Mad Saxon to be more accurate. Hellwheeler, Hillbilly, y'all rock, y'all roll. Everybody in chat, you've been amazing and keeping everything alive, from Kevin G to Xavier to Lone Wolf. Bro, you guys rock. And thank you for being here, everybody who's stopped by. And I want to remind you that you're awesome and amazing, that you're loved, that someone's thinking about you. And if you can, brighten someone's day just a little bit, because you might be the change someone needs. Let's get to that outro. Thank you, members, for being a member of the channel.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show.